All right, now we're going to make our first page. So simply go to File, New, and our first task is going to be to create an HTML. We are going to be creating CSS, but not right now. So go ahead and create that. We are not using bootstraps. I don't want you to start with anything presets. I want you to know basically every single line of code. Some of these other ones you would only use if you're a developer. And some of them actually have to be on a server in order to actually run. PHPs, for example, and then JavaScripts. Technically, if you have Savvy already, if you've taken some computer science classes and you know some JavaScript, or you are welcome to include JavaScript into it if you wish to, but that's I really won't have time to do troubleshooting for you for that particular stuff because I'm only requiring CSS and HTML. So if you wish to use JavaScript, you may, but it will be on you to figure it out if it gets messed up. All right, and I would suggest don't do that part until you have everything else completed. And if you have time, that's fine. But I would want to see you first doing everything else as you need to. All right, so HTML, that's all we need. Go ahead and say create. And it's blank, right? We've done absolutely nothing. Now, the beautiful thing about Dreamweaver, as opposed to just doing this in a text editor, is that you can see what you do as you build. Now, there's a few different modes, and remember that I'm in standard view. If you go to developer status, it's going to look a little bit different. And you are welcome to switch to that later, but for now, let's keep it to standard because we're all on the same page that way. Now, I'm going to go to split view so that you can see that there's two sections, and you can move this around so that you can determine what you want to see more of. You can also, though, switch to simply just code, split, or you can also, once we have a design, which it won't make sense right now, but there's a live part of the design. If you want to see before you put it in a browser what you think it's going to do or how you think it's going to look, you can switch to live. However, you cannot edit up here in this view in live. You can only design or edit up here in design view. So both are valuable, though I probably usually stick to design view, and I simply view my websites in a browser because you can just tell it to do that and it doesn't take long at all. And so that's where we're at right now. If you go ahead and type something up here, just so you can kind of see what's happening, as you type here, if you click down here, you can see that all of a sudden it's also showing up here, and you can see some tags just popped up called body. Basically, the way that these work is your content, the stuff that's actually on your site that people see within a browser, all have to be within the tags for body. And if you have it out of it, it does not show up in the page itself. Now here we have untitled document. That would show up at the top of your page. And so that's important. You do need that. You never want something to say untitled document. But really, I guess that's the only other thing that would show up. But it's not in the content of the page area. It's just above it in the tab. And from here, you start adding, whatever things that you need to.